Wow, not a good week for Silvio Berlusconi whatsoever. A Milanese court has convicted him and sentenced him to 7 years in jail for having sex with an underage prostitute. This isn't his only case right now. He's also being convicted and sentenced to a year in jail for authorizing the leak of a police wiretap, and he has another case out there for tax fraud, of which he had an appeal that he lost last week, and it's going to have to go to the highest court in Italy for the final appeal. And if this is over, then nothing. I mean, with the child sex charges, along with the 7 years in jail, he actually be barred from public office for life. And I mean, I'm not wishing to be a naysayer, but this could have disastrous effects for Italy. I don't know if you remember, but just months ago they struggled to come together with a coalition government. They had this crazy, fantastic election where the comedian Beppe Grillo won the third biggest share of votes, but then refused to join the other parties, and then everyone was scrambling around to find partners, and finally a very unlikely and very unhappy coalition was formed between Enrico Letta's PD and Berlusconi's PDO. I mean, it's not a strong coalition, and so it actually begs the question, if something happens to Berlusconi, what's going to happen to the government? Could the coalition fall apart? Will we be scrambling once again? Italy really does need it. It's got such a long way to go to get about recovering its economy, that a setback like this could have tremendous effects. And you know, it's hard because I abide by the really strict moral code that politicians deserve to have their own private life. You really shouldn't go bringing what they do in their spare time in their homes into the light. But in this case, it's a bit messed up. She was young. I think she was about 16, which is disgusting. And just descriptions of the sex parties he was having, the sex parties that he was hosting, it's not really how you'd want a head of state to be conducting himself. So on the one hand, I would like to see him pay for his sins, because I don't doubt that he's guilty, but I'm sure that there are many people out there that do. So yeah, I will want to pay for his sins, but at the second time, I'm a bit scared of what's going to happen to the Italian government. You know, the people have suffered enough. They don't need to go through another round of elections. They don't need to go through having to wait on the edge of their seats, hoping to see if a coalition will form. Maybe this day will wake up with a government. No one needs to go through that again. So I don't know. I doubt he'll go to jail, but that's a possibility. So yeah, we're just gonna have to stay tuned and see where this goes. Thanks for listening. Bye.